god, there's like a whole thing for HR stuff. What the fuck? Find procedures below on how to resolve conflicts and workplace abuse. Reporting incidents of workplace violence and harassment. A staff member. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't know we had all this. Huh. Okay. What are the rules on being Menhera? Listen, man, if there are rules, they're not enforced. Every time I've ever had like any sort of incident in the workplace, I've always just DM'd management. I didn't really, oh no, I didn't even think about it. I wasn't like, oh, please send me a list. I have an incident I would like to report or whatever. I was just like, what are your opinions on this? And then I would lay out the situation. And then usually Mumi would be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Would you like me to set up like a conversation between you? I'm like, okay. Management is a mediator for a reason? Incident. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna pretend like I've always gotten along with everybody perfectly, right? I've been here going on 5 years. I think it would be very naive to assume that there's never been any sorts of like spats or arguments or like falling outs and stuff. Like they just, you know, like they happen. We're all people. We're all women. Nearly impossible with a group that size, yeah. But I really like that in Phase Connect, there's always been, I guess, an opportunity to sort things out. You know what I mean? It's not like the kind of environment where you just have to like sit and sulk and be like, oh, well, I guess nothing will be done. Or like you don't have to keep things to yourself like that. You can tell management and they're not gonna like punish you for it or whatever. Like the company's full of a bunch of fucking Menhera women. Like that's the reality at the end of the day. Like sometimes people have insane crash outs. Sometimes people have valid crash outs. Sometimes people have just petty moments. Sometimes people have like just regular disagreements and stuff. And like one side interprets it in a different way. And you know, we're all just people. But I like to think that we usually sort stuff out. There's no avoiding it. Yeah, I don't think there's any avoiding it. What's important is that you guys are handling it like adults. I think generally there have been times where I've gotten really upset with somebody and it's like I think to myself, you know, I'm like, I'm never gonna talk to them ever again. I am just like going to keep everything like strictly cordial, like regular, like workplace, like treat them like very, very distantly, keep as much separation as I can. But I think the atmosphere is so laid back that it's very easy for those kinds of like, for that kind of like attitude to dissolve quickly, I guess. Like it's very easy to just go back to normal. I think it's like being blunt, right? Like I think it's really hard with like cultural differences sometimes, right? Because sometimes something in one culture is like very like taboo and it's like, oh, like that's fucked up. Like why would you cross that line? Like in my culture, this is fucked up, right? But then like in another person's culture, like it's not like even viewed that way. It's not like, I'm not talking like more like black and white situations like, oh, in my culture, it's okay to kill people or shit like that. I mean, just like little things, right? Or not little things, but smaller things. Some of you are from completely different places around the world. Yeah. Multicultural company would run into that issue. And so sometimes it's just like a matter of, I guess, learning those differences and learning like, oh, like this person, like we had like a disagreement about this thing, but they don't even like view it in the way that I'm viewing it. Like I might be coming at it from like this angle of, I don't even know how to describe it. Sometimes people just also don't get along. I think that's like an inevitable to some degree as well. Like I didn't get along with Clara for quite a while. Like I've talked about this on stream. Like Clara, I was like driven insane by Clara at first. I've told her this. And we don't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff. But it's like when you spend more time getting to know somebody, you're able to, especially like in person, like meeting her in person, like hearing her say the things that she says like online, but like in person, like just like tonal differences change things a lot. If that makes sense. I can't remember what we had an argument about. There was something that we were arguing about in the Discord, like around the time when she first joined. And then we had like the same conversation in person. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I was not interpreting this in the way that you were saying it. You don't know someone until you meet them face to face. I really agree with that. I don't care, thank you. It's good for the soul to learn and make friends with different-minded people. Pineapple on pizza. I remember you guys talking about Johnny Depp. Yeah, it wasn't about that. We were talking about, I want to say it was like idol stuff. And she's like really into idol stuff. And I'm not. I'm just really opinionated. I'm from more of the like, I think things should be marketable and commercialized aspect. And she's got a more sincere passion for the art of it. I can see how that conversation went down. Yeah. I don't know how people view my messages. I don't know. It's like even Tenma, right? Like before meeting Tenma in person, like I viewed her a very specific way. And I had like I thought I had like a concrete idea of her in my head. But then meeting her in person, like she's not like bad different. And she's not like that different. But she is like different, if that makes sense. Like I would say Tenma's actually like a lot sweeter in person. She's a lot more like motherly. Body language can add a lot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of like, oh no, somebody killed me. What the heck? I was thinking of she doesn't really talk with her hands, but I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Funny how some people talk very differently in text compared to how they talk in person, and some people are the exact same. I don't know if I've ever met anybody who acts the exact same. I'd say everybody is pretty different in person. I hate that I randomly missed the stream since I played the Dino game for a while. I'll play it again next week too. I can always thank you. So no tackling Sakuna the first time she met him. No, I don't think so. But yeah, expressions or gestures can convey a lot. But yeah, I like Face Connect. Things aren't always sunshine and rainbows, but I think in general things are done pretty well here, and it does make me sad. Like I'm gonna be blunt, it does make me sad sometimes to see like some outside reactions to things, I guess, because it's like I don't know. I personally don't like when companies like do the transparency meme. Like I'm gonna be blunt, right? I don't like when companies are like, oh, by the way, we give like everything that we physically can to the talents, and we are so talent first. And did you know that like this talent, you know, like they have health issues, so they can't do their upcoming concert or whatever the fuck. Like it's not our fault, by the way. It's not our fault. And it's like, why are you telling everybody all this shit or posting like public like shaming documents for talents and shit? It's like I personally like I don't think people need to know everything that's going on in a company. I really don't. I don't think people need to know everything that's going on with all the talents. I don't think talents need to be posting like hiatus announcements and explaining everything that's going on in their fucking lives. Yeah, but the shareholders though. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Virtue signaling, yeah, it's all virtue signaling. So I get kind of like sad and a little bit defensive as well when people like apply that to Phase Connect, right? Where it's like, oh, why haven't you talked about this, or why haven't you talked about that, or like, oh, so and so has been on hiatus, or oh, like so and so like missed this stream, like what's up, blah blah blah. And it's like, man, sometimes stuff just isn't for like the public to know, you know? Like these are people's real lives. It's not all just business shit at the end of the day. Most of the time it's people's real lives. And I think it's wrong for companies to use the real lives of their talents as scapegoats for this and that, you know? Like the companies, this is my interpretation. To me, it feels like a lot of companies try to use their talents' personal lives as like scapegoats to get out of any potential criticism for viewers. And it's like, well, you know, like sometimes as a company, you just have to fucking eat shit, dude. Like I think the trade-off of online paparazzi, yeah, I think the trade-off of fucking feeding your streamers to the paparazzi is way worse. But it's also hard because the other side of that as well, I understand, where it's like, well, sometimes like you want answers to things like, why isn't this happening, right? Or why is this happening, you know? Or what's been done about this or about that? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like I see both sides of it, but I do think, my personal bias, I think revealing talents' personal information is way worse. I think scapegoating your talents to virtue signal is way worse. Man, a lot of companies toss talents under the bus, and so everyone wants all companies to do that now. It's messed up. It is messed up, in my opinion. It's really, I don't know. It's weird to me how some companies are so desperate to earn fucking brownie points with people when it's like the company isn't anything without the talents. So you're burning your bridges with your talents to look better in the eyes of the viewers, but the viewers aren't there for the company, they're there for the talents. So what the fuck are you doing? I think it should be up to the talents to share what they want to share. I think so too. Good management should be a shield for the talent, protect them from the bad and also from the ego boosting pitfalls too. I agree. I don't know. I've been seeing some stuff on Twitter lately from like another company where they've been like posting so much shit about one of their talents, and it's made me very like, it's made me like feel defensive for them. It's like, oh my god, like what the fuck are you guys doing? Why are you posting all this? I don't know. I'm not gonna stick my nose where it doesn't belong, but just an outsider reaction to it. Why do they do this? I don't know, man. I don't know. There are still other companies. Yeah, there's still other English-speaking VTuber companies. I try not to pay too much attention. I don't know. It all makes me mad. The internet makes me mad. I'm mad at the internet. They haven't all fallen yet. Well, new ones pop up all the time. All right, I'm gonna head off for the night. What's a cringe? Till they stamps away, till they stamps away, till they stamps away, till they. Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.